dungeons.
You haven't done a place called Sestash or Copperville, have you?
No.
Okay. So you just keep on following MSQ, and you're going to gain a lot of experience because they really, really buffed XP for ARR, just the first expansion. So it's hard to tell where you're at, but just following main story quests is where you'll get the most benefit from.
Yeah,
because then it'll get you in those dungeons.
I'm gonna stop doing all the side stuff that I can, because I mean I'm new to the game, so I run across side quests as I'm traveling, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'll do it. And I've just been caught up on that and all the fates. I'm like, man, I got to get back to the main story.
Yeah.
I did find some shack. I don't know where the hell it's at. It was training me how to be a tank. I'm like, I've got that part down.
Yeah. Well, if you do that, if you follow through all the quests, they give you like a free set of armor that lasts you to like level 25.
Yeah, I've got the boots and the legs so far, and I had to do this part of the storyline quest to get any more of them. So I'm just wondering when the hell can I use this material that I bought. I guess I'll get to it through the MSQ.
Yeah, and really, materia doesn't become a benefit until you hit like later on, till like you get to the end game stuff. So you really don't need to worry about keeping up with it too much.
I'm guessing determination is one of my primary stats as a tank.
So when you get to the end game, you're gonna be for you, it's gonna be direct hit, determination, crit, direct hit, determination are gonna be your three stats that you're gonna be buffing up.
I've never been a min-max, or I mean, I quit playing on WoW because I wasn't really, the guild I was running with was only using me as DPS on my mage, and I really wanted to tank more. Like that was my primary, was my tank, but they never let me come in and tank, and I had to pug to tank stuff, and it's like I'm pugging and I'm doing more than what we were doing in the guild.
Yeah.
Like it was getting kind of frustrating because when suggesting strategies and like, hey, we should try it this way. This is the meta. This is how every other guild in the game is freaking doing it. Let's give it a shot since how we've wiped on this guy 150 times. Maybe we should try something different. And the one who led the raids was just not willing to try anything new. She'd try it once, and since nobody got it the first time, that was it.
Yeah.
It was the only time
if you want to see how we do it in my guild, you can see. Basically, I have 3 chat channels. So like we just did. I started off with a group T, but I had to drop because I wanted to focus on work and stuff. But it's one of the ultimate raids and whatnot. But we keep 3 channels. We have official strats, proposed strats, and diagnostics. So like what we do is raid leaders will sit down and go over, and I run the guild, so raid leaders will sit down and they'll go over what we're going to choose as our primary strats. Now if somebody wants to change that, we put it in proposed strats, we talk about it, discuss it, it's there in public, everybody's there, and we give it a shot. And then we can look at it diagnostics from the parser utilities that we have out there and see, did it work, did it not work? Okay, good.
Yeah. So how does it work, man? Where are you working at now?
I'm an engineer for Home Depot right now.
For Home Depot?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I do integration work for them, so we acquire a company, go in and help everybody transition.
Nice. I just started with Team Logic, a new franchise that opened in town. It's the second one here. The guy hired me on as his senior tech, so it's just him and me so far. Trying to get these damn contracts, man.
Yep.
Getting project work back to back, but no contracts really.
Yeah, I had to get out of contract work. I got tired of the liability.
We can't get. We got one company to sign up on a monthly contract with us. The rest of them are just projects. I did a server here, a migration to SharePoint there, a couple network drops, pulled some phone cables for freaking Beach Boulevard Motorsports. Well, now it's Ride Now. It's like all this little project work. I'm like, we need some recurring, man.
Yeah.
But I'm digging it. It was a nice change from a deco. Working for the special counsel branch of the deco, man, I wasn't doing shit. Was not advancing my knowledge at all.
Yeah, they're siloed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you get stuck being this guy.
I got stuck on the weekend crew. I was when they hired me to work Saturday, Sunday, 2 12s, and then 2 8s Monday and Tuesday. 3 weekdays off, which was cool for a while, but I'm like, I want to change. For one, I want the tier 2 title because apparently I was pay capped as a tier 1. They couldn't give me any more money unless they gave me another title. I'm like, that's fine, give me another title, but I want more money. I've been here long enough. I handled the whole weekend by myself. I'm not pinging on call or infrastructure unless I don't have access. So I want a raise. They wouldn't give it to me, and they gave me shit every time I wanted to take a weekend off. I'd give them a month's advance notice, and they'd still give me a hard time about it. You know how hard it's going to be to find team members to cover it? I'm like, that sounds like a you problem.
Yeah, I have paid time off, and you're going to give it to me one way or another.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like a me problem there. It got pretty bad, and I was like, I gotta get.
Yeah.
They just sold out to Concilio anyway, so I don't even know how the hell that's gonna work. I still got friends there, but I don't know how the hell that's gonna work for them. I'm liking where I'm at because he handles Larry handles the business side, I handle the whole IT side, so
it's cool. As long as it pays, get benefits and all that stuff, you're good.
I mean, I went up 20 more a year in a company car. Hey, who the hell could pass that up? I mean,
yeah,
it's a nice increase.
Yes, it is. Especially the car, man. You don't have to burn gas to go to work.
Exactly.
I mean, you can always do comping and whatnot, but I hate to do it, mileage comping.
Yeah, I did that when I was working with Southern PC, and I didn't like it because it was Greg was the owner. It was his mom that did all the books and everything, and she was a real pain in the ass sometimes. But I didn't get the mileage sheet in.
Oh man, yeah.
There was a few times I didn't turn it in before pay, so she just held off 2 paychecks. Like, she wouldn't give it to me for another 2 paychecks. And I'm like, that's fine. I didn't do much traveling, but if there was a week where I was all over the place, that was annoying.
Yeah, I almost got to comp a trip from Kansas to Jacksonville, so
nice.
That was cool.
I just went down to Miami. I just went down to Miami a couple weeks ago because we help out other franchises. They'll sub work out to us. And there was 2 franchises in Miami that were having issues. One didn't have a senior tech, like he didn't have a tech at all. Another one had a really shitty tech that he hired that bullshitted them on the resume real bad. I worked with him for about 2 hours and was like, yeah, this dude is barely a tier 1. With training, he could be a tier 1. It's like, I said, honestly, you need a person who has like a skill set like mine where I'm more of a generalist. I don't have one particular silo.
Yeah.
Mainly because every time I pick a silo, I end up changing it in a couple months.
Yeah, I've done specialization in a couple things. Still do. I mean, it's nice to have multi-specialization, but yeah, I've done generalist stuff. I generally I stick towards the load balancer, I do virtualization and VDI. So
Yeah, I know you got your hands deep in that VDI stuff, man.
yeah, I finally gave away one of my environments, so I don't have to reboot things anymore. It was way, hate to say beneath me, but it was.
We have a nice.
It took 2 people to replace me.
It would take more than that to replace you, man. Jeez. I know your knowledge on VDI systems, man. Shit.
Yeah, I mean, keep up to it. Keep up with it as best as
I can barely muddle my way through one. I mean, I got one company that wants they might go with it. They asked us to lower their monthly price a little bit, but they've got 2 blade servers that are 7, 8 years old, and they're running 4 servers and 2 workstations through Hyper-V on between the 2 of them. I don't know which one's running which, but told them I'd just buy a beast, buy a good blade server with dual processors, and stand up all 6 on one. There's just no point in having 2 servers there.
Oh, for high availability.
Well,
If you have a hardware failure.
No, they're not mirrored. They haven't split. Like, a couple servers are on one, a couple servers are on another. They're hell. One of them.
Well,
with a fan side on the thing.
They're doing. They're probably doing. They're non-clustered, right?
No. They do have a data backup system there that's all right. I haven't got my hands too deep into it yet, but
The other thing to do is buy 3 smaller nodes, and then put them in a cluster with shared storage, and then that way you have N+1 failure.
Yeah.
And then you could get rid of the blade chassis and remove a dependency.
I don't know what the budget would look like on that. I got them a server at around 13.
Okay.
Give or take day-by-day prices with Dell.
Yep. I love Dell. What's your lead time? 6 months?
Yeah, it depends. I won't know until I hit checkout. Because it'll tell you that it'll be there, and, it'll ship the next couple days until you actually get to the checkout portion, and then it'll tell you which parts are back. Actually, it doesn't tell you which parts are back ordered. It just tells you that it's going to be 30 days before you get it. Then you have to call your Dell rep and get them to go through and figure out what part is actually back ordered. I just had that happen on the server for a chiropractic place up in Georgia. It was the processor. I upgraded the processor, cost them like $50-$60 more, and had it in 2 weeks. Or it was going to take me 2 months to get it. Like, you guys should really include that on the site. Like, be a lot easier.
Oh, you guys aren't doing enough traffic to have a dedicated rep, are you?
We have a Dell rep, but I don't use Dell's partnership because Dell's partnership sucks unless you're buying a pallet of computers. Unless you're ordering a pallet of workstations, you're not really getting much of a discount. And I don't want to give them that much information about my client. Like, they want a lot of information about your client when you're ordering from them. And
yeah.
I know people who have used them and had them go around the MSP and try to sell direct to the client.
Yep, but that's when you can sue the shit out of them. There's supposed to be a no-compete clause.
Especially if the MSP contract ends. Like, the day it ends, they'll be calling your clients trying to sell them shit.
Mm-hmm.
I've been getting most of our stuff so far through our connection at D&H.
Okay.
With it being the franchise name of Team Logic IT, there's 230 plus franchises across the states. We get the good discounted prices from all of our vendors.
That's good.
So what? To kind of segue here, you see my icon here on Discord.
Mm-hmm.
So what got you interested in Mason?
I was just looking for some type of mentorship slash fellowship type deal. It's a supplement to stuff that I'm doing. Just being a person.
Masonry could be a very good place for you to do that. I got into it because my wife's uncle is a Shriner, and he was giving us tickets to the Shriner Circus every year. Which, by the way, if you haven't taken your son, it's really a good show for a really good price.
I haven't been to the Shriner Circus forever. They're still doing it?
Yeah. Oh yeah, they do every year, man.
That's the only circus to go to, man. There's no more Barnum and Bailey's.
It is so good, man, and the price is really good for it. And I was like, these guys are really cool. I started looking into what the Shriners do and who they are as an organization. I was like, this is kind of cool. I'd like to do this. And I asked her